What is up, guys? Jake here. I was looking through my Steam library, I saw this game, and I thought, hey, I'm a gamer, so like, yeah, this is perfect. We're playing Sakura Gamer. And you know what? I feel like I've seen enough boobs to last me a lifetime. Great start. Already glad I made this choice. Honestly. When I started to work as a computer repair technician, the menu music is still playing. This is fantastic. I never knew it involved quite such a large amount of staring at naked women. What? I don't even want to stare at naked women. Why would I when I have Clover? Sadly, the jobs I get fall into one of 3 categories, 2 of which involve boobs. I'll outline them for you for your ease and convenience. Oh, thank you. That's so considerate, guy. Category 1. People who think they can use their CD drives as drink holders. To be fair, they can. You can download everything these days. It's the 21st century. Category 2. People haven't realized most issues with their electronics can be solved by turning them off and on again. And category 3, boobs. Oh, people whose children, typically male, but there are always exceptions, have downloaded large amounts of porn from shady websites on the family computer, thus giving them viruses. Oh, I see. This is the tits one. I was right, actually. Today, I had to work a handful of jobs that fell into the 3rd category. It was awful. There were pop-ups everywhere. I've seen enough digital images of breasts and genitals splashed across computer screens to last me a lifetime. It's so awkward too, especially when the poor embarrassed mothers of these porn-obsessed children hang about in the background wringing their hands, averting their eyes, and apologizing. Who wants to look at porn with women in their 40s? Whoa, 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 don't kink shame people, be cool. Especially when said porn sometimes involves women in their 40s. That's always fun, and by fun I do mean horrible, like this game. In time, these harried mothers usually start falling on typical social niceties as a way to escape these uncomfortable situations. Excuse me, Misty, want a cup of tea? Oh, we're playing a girl. I had no idea. Nobody told me. Then they retreat to their kitchens while I stress over their malware-infested PCs to potter about ineffectually and spend hours brewing a single cup of green tea. If I were ever served that slowly in a restaurant or cafe, I'd complain. When I'm on the clock, however, I welcome the absence of my clients wholeheartedly. It's hard to focus when someone else is watching you, especially when there's so much porn. I don't get paid enough to deal with it all. At least I usually get a cup of green tea out of it. A cup of green tea that, when I finally receive it, is already stone cold. And to think, I only started studying computers because once upon a time, I wanted to be a game designer. Those dreams have been destroyed now. Yeah, I know, dude. Just you hear stories about it, it sounds terrible. Destroyed by the menacing specter of adulthood. Oh, there are pictures in this game. Wow. Stunning. I sigh heavily as I walk down the street. It's getting dark already. The night air is crisp and cool against my skin. At least it helps calm my head. The wind toys with my hair, making it flutter. The hem of my jacket twitches. I glance upward and brush a few loose strands of hair behind my ear. The sky is filled with stars, as it is wont to do. The stars are small like tiny pinheads, and they twinkle brightly. This music is so fucking distracting. Holy shit. Pretty, but I don't have enough time to stand around the street contemplating. I'm tired, hungry, and, most importantly of all, I want to take a shower. I cross the street. Wow, this is thrilling stuff. My house isn't too far away. It's a pretty nice house, all things considered. Okay, just flexing on us. That's cool, lady. Especially for a recent college grad. It's not a mansion by any stretch of the imagination, but it has 3 bedrooms. Whoa, that's huge! Do you live alone? Do you at least have roommates, a moderately large kitchen, and a garden? I guess I'm not doing too badly for myself. Sometimes after a busy day at work, I start obsessing over the negatives. Yeah, how you have too many goddamn bedrooms. But my life is pretty comfortable, all things considered. Yeah, you know, it seems pretty alright. Is this us or is this a different creature? I open the front door and close it behind me with a slam. The lights are turned on. If this is us, we're not dressed very professionally. Is this a Tetris hoodie? It is, look! I don't know if I'm upset about it or if it's really cute. Is this hoodie even attached to the hoodie? Wow, we're really... I guess that would make it a hat. Huh, I'm fucking stupid. I guess Clover's still awake. Well, that goes without saying. She doesn't go to bed until 3 or 4 in the morning during the summer. She always has a video game or 2, or 20, to work through, especially those she couldn't get around to playing during the school term. Hey, that's how I found this one. It's nice to know she's so easygoing. Some things never change. Is she just shifting back and forth? Can you stop being weird? I sigh and slide off my shoes. I line them up neatly beside Clover's cast-offs. Clover has too many shoes. I honestly don't care. Sometimes I wonder if she's trying to stockpile them lest the apocalypse arrives, taking all the shoe stores with it in its wake. Wow. You know what they say, girls like shoes. What a... How insightful. Surely there are better things she could spend her money on. Not that that's any of my business. Yeah, I mean, she already knows how to teleport, so, like, that's neat. I'm not her mother. Ugh, I really want that shower, but I should probably dump my bags in my room first. What, were you gonna shower with your bags? What the fuck? I climbed the stairs with my slow, sluggish legs and opened my bedroom door. Lights are on already, and... Oh. What? No, so I don't know what I expected, but it wasn't this. Why is it unplugged like this? Why is this cord so short? What the fuck? What is happening? Hi, honey. Welcome home. Clover. I look at my best friend of some 10 years with narrowed eyes. Really? Really? There are numerous ways you could describe the current expression on my face. Bored, indifferent, apathetic, but excited is not one of them. Maybe that's what Clover wants, but Clover can't always have her own way, even if she is incredibly pushy. Pushy enough to invite herself into my room when I'm out, sit on the edge of my bed, and balance on one of my VS4 controllers on the sizable shelf of her breasts, while wearing one of those ridiculous outfits she likes so much. Look, I don't know what you're playing at, but you should put my VS4 controller away. Those things are expensive. Oh dude, look, she's got all the Sakura games. I have most of these. That's embarrassing, but there it is, I said it. Hee. What's with the hee? Why is she sticking her tongue out like that? Hey, put that back in your mouth. I don't want to see this shit. It's nice to see you too, Nekohimi. For the record, Nekohimi is not my real name. It's Seo. Clover isn't Clover's real name either. She's called Chica. Then what? Why don't we just call each other by our real names? You know, save each other some time. Nekohimi and Clover are just our internet handles. Oh, I see. It's because we're like cool, elite gamers. I first met Clover on the internet RP board 10 years ago. We were both in our first years of middle school. Not that we went to the same schools. Yeah, it's the internet, I get it. We spoke online for years before our relationship transferred into the real world so we can call each other by our online names when we're offline like this. It might sound a little complicated, but it's not now that we've explained it for 5 minutes. I just wish when I was 12, I had the foresight to call myself something a little less embarrassing than Nekohime. Whatever. Can you please put my controller down? So you see this totally sexy girl posing on your bed, and all you can say is put the controller down? Is this real or is this an image? I think it's just, oh, it's on the shelf behind. This perspective is totally fucked. What else do you want me to say? It's just not a very interesting response at all. I'm not an interesting person. Go fuck yourself. Well, you might be right about that. Seriously, what's the point in all this? Wow, that's so deep. What is the point of all this, you know? What do we want out of our lives, really? I just towards Clover, or, to be more precise, her titties. Oh, nothing. I just thought I might be able to fire you up a bit. You've been looking so down lately. Because I, unlike you, still have to go to work. Don't you like your job? Having a conversation with Clover while she's posing on my bed, controller propped up on her breasts, is kind of surreal. At least it would be if I wasn't so accustomed to her antics. Clover does stuff like this all the time. Of course I don't like my job. I have to get out of bed early, work long hours, and, worst of all, I'm expected to interact with other people. Ew. Hey, well, you've never exactly been too good with all that. It's a huge pain. Today's the worst. Was it more or less annoying than the woman at the Shinto shrine who filled her laptop CD drive with rice? Why would you even do that? That doesn't even make a little, like the cup holder thing, like I get. Like even if you know it's a CD drive, it's so tempting. It's like perfect. But rice? How does that help? It was more standard. Horny teenage boy, family PC, too much porn, you know the drill. Ah, malware, huh? Lots of it. And pop-ups? Did you see any nice boobs? I saw a lot of boobs. They all start to blend together after a while. So what do you think about mine? Are they better or worse? Your boobs are the best boobs. Let's give her credit where credit's due. Does she really need to ask? Obviously, your boobs are better. Yay! I knew you were a woman of discerning taste, Nekohime. Now, if that's all, I'm gonna have a shower. Before you leave, I want to ask you something. Oh, I'm scared of what comes next. Wow, we are classing it up real hard here. Hey, who let this creature in? Clover finally sets the controller down. She sits on the edge of my bed looking at me expectantly. Why is the music is so loud and distracting? And now it's dead. Okay, there. That's close. Clover finally set the... Okay, yeah, I read that. I sigh. What is it, Clover? This better not be something stupid. Oh, in this game, I can assure you it won't be stupid. Why? Why is there fur on this? This isn't how I would have chosen to do this, but fine. I promise it isn't! You didn't jam the toaster again, did you? No way! Or clog the toilet? Stop shifting, you're making me very uncomfortable. You too! That was a long, long time ago! It happened last Tuesday. Details! She clears her throat. I managed to get us a new tenant. Oh, you did? Mm-hmm. This girl called up earlier and asked if our spare room was still available. I said it was, and she asked if she could come around today to scope it out, and I said, like, okay, and she just signed the warrant. Warrant, not lease. Warrant. Is she arresting someone today? That's right, isn't that great? Clover and I used to live with another girl, but she moved out a couple months ago. She relocated to Hokkaido? Some other place. Something related to her job. And the spare room's been empty ever since. I've been trying to shift it for a while, but haven't had too much luck. Having another tenant is more than welcome. I don't like people, but I do like money. And I don't want to turn my nose up at extra income. This house doesn't pay for itself. Neither does the electricity bill, which is going to be through the roof this summer thanks to Clover's unhealthy fixation with video games. Even so, I'm a little skeptical about this arrangement. Don't you think that seems kind of fast? You think? Look, babe, you gotta go fast. If I've learned anything from Sonic the Hedgehog, the movie, the game, the sport, you'd expect her to think about it a bit first. Plus, I wanted to meet her before she signed anything, especially not warrants for her arrest. But you never want to meet anyone, Nico Hime. I know, but it would have been nice to get a look at her face at least. I want to know how hot she is. I mean, what kind of person we're letting into the house? Don't even worry about it. I'm a great judge of character. I mean, I'm sold. Sure you are. I am! I could tell right away she'll be a really great girl to live with. She was very energetic. I don't like energetic people. You like me? No, I do not. No, I do not. Oh, Nico Hime, don't be so cold. We've known each other for, like, forever. And that's why your company is tolerable. I don't know if I can cope with another one of you. Well, we'll just have to see how it turns out. You'll be able to find out soon enough. What do you mean? She's moving in. She signed the warrant. Remember? She's gonna move in tomorrow. This is us. I was seriously, I thought that we were setting up that this was gonna be the new girl, but this is legitimately what we look like. We wore this outfit to work. In a like, I get that we, like, go and we fix porn, but, like, I mean, I don't know, I wouldn't be upset if the computer tech showed up looking like this, but, like, somebody should be upset, right? No, that really is fast. Are you sure this girl doesn't have a criminal record? She didn't look like the type who'd commit theft or arson, did she? What, does she have, like, arson tattooed on her head? What the fuck are you expecting? Well, it's always hard to tell, of course. Of course. But she was, like, super cute. You wouldn't imagine how cute she was. So you think cute people can't commit crimes? Interesting. It's unlikely. I mean, she was, like, super adorbs. I'm sure you'll understand when you see her, Nico Hime. I hope so. For your sake, Clover, I fucking hope so. I'll kill you. If she let us convicted serial killer in our home, I'm gonna be very, very upset with her. And scene, we did it. Good work. Really? 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 Okay, really? Great. No. What? Why would you not take your clothes off? Or at least the hoodie. It's the easiest part. You took your fucking pants off. Why didn't you take anything else off? You didn't even take the hood off. It is attached. Fuck you. I hate you. Ah, that feels good. Does it, though? Because now all your clothes are wet. I sigh softly if the water cascades over my body. I was so tired after work I didn't change out of my clothes. Here's the problem. You've made a bigger mess now. Like, I get that you were lazy and you thought it was less work in the short term, but you've made a lot more work in, like, not even long term, like slightly longer short term. You know, like now is when you start having problems. I didn't even take off my glasses. I know. I wasn't even going to comment on that. Because glasses are easy to dry. You just put them down and they dry. Your clothes are going to be sopping for hours. According to Clover, my glasses are my charm point, whatever that means. It doesn't mean anything. She made that up. She plays too many erotic games, especially for an elementary school teacher. That girl is not an elementary school teacher, don't you tell me no lies. I was surprised when she told me her lifelong dream was working with children, not living with children. That's a different dream. Fortunately, she doesn't dress in skin-tight latex when she's around those under 12-year-olds. Those under 12 years of age. Does she dress like that for 13-year-olds? Don't answer that. And so, the moral fiber of Japan's children continues to be protected. Or something like that. I'm so sleepy, I'm not really thinking straight. Then again, when have I ever done that? You're a computer repair technician. Hopefully then, right? Yeah. I nuzzle my cheek against the slow, steady stream of warm water. Sure. I must look like such a slob collapsed at the bottom of the shower stall in my panties. I just don't know why you've done this. I can't believe you've done this. At least I had the foresight to take my skirt off. That's not really a point in your favor. That really just raises more questions. I might be lazy, but I'm not that lazy. Really? Really? Because I feel like that... I feel like you didn't really help anything. The hoodie would have been the smart one. Right, because that's gonna be a bitch and a half. The water really does feel nice. It caresses my skin softly. My limbs don't ache as much as they did before. My limbs always ache after a busy day at work, even though I work on computers all day, apparently. That's what happens when you have to take the train everywhere, sandwiched between two businessmen and women carrying the carriage. While the carriage walks back and forth, they don't carry the carriage. That would be weird. Seriously, why is Japan so busy? They have jobs too. You know how you have the job? They have the job too. It's all of that. Tokyo is the worst. I don't like people at the best of times. I especially don't like them when I'm crammed against them with their elbows and knees digging into me. Why is everyone poking you on the train? At least the shower knows how to treat a girl, right? That's a normal thing to say. That's what us humans say. I yawn, idly rubbing shampoo into my hair. I think this might be Clover shampoo, actually. It smells of cinnamon. A bit too strong for my liking. I prefer more subtle aromas, like barley tea or vanilla, but Clover says that's incredibly boring. Well, Clover can suck a dick. She's called me boring ever since we first started talking online. Clover is kind of a bitch. It's a wonder we're even friends. It sounds like you're not. It's a wonder I have any friends at all, being so gloomy. I can think of a few reasons why you might have friends. But I wasn't always like this. Don't flashback, please. Part of it's because of work. Having a job does this to people. Everyone has jobs, though, babe. I think it's inevitable, especially when you're a freelancer like me and your hours all over the place. Sometimes you get caught up for emergency repairs in the early hours of the morning. And to think, I only started dabbling with computers because of Clover. What a bitch! It was back when we were both kids and we went to different schools in different parts of Japan. Clover was born in the north around the Tohoku region, and I was born in Shinkoku. We could only communicate through our keyboards. She decided we should make a game. That's a stupid idea. We tossed a few ideas back and forth, mostly rip-ups of the Penultimate Fantasy series. I don't know what that is, and I started studying Java and C++ in my spare time. I built up quite the bank of knowledge over the years. But it was all for nothing. Wow. I mean, you got a job out of it that apparently pays well enough for you to buy a 3-bedroom house in, like, Tokyo or whatever. Clover and I never found the time to work on that game. I was too busy with school, then college, and now I have a job. I thought knowing a little bit about programming might come in handy as a computer repair technician, but that was wishful thinking. Okay, yeah, you know what, fair point. If you're not writing software, knowing software is probably, dubiously helpful. My career is based around telling people to turn their appliances off and on again. That's all. I mean, you had to deal with the porn thing. You didn't turn that off and on. You had to, like, do stuff for, like, it sounded like hours. I have all these skills at my disposal, and I've never used any of them. Never had the chance. Now I'm worried that chance won't ever come. Honestly, who are we talking to? We're alone in the shower. I pout, pinching a strand of damp hair between my fingers. What was the point in all of that? Look, life's a journey. Everything's important. Now you know Java. That's just neat, right? One of my dreams of making a real video game, like the RPGs, dungeon crawlers, and roguelikes I loved so much as a child, be for nothing? I mean, dreams are always for nothing, ultimately, but whatever. I don't even have the time to play video games nowadays. I'm too busy working. That's what being an adult is like, I guess. I mean, look, think of all the time you're saving by not undressing before you get in the shower, right? Take the time you save there and use it to sit in a damp chair and play video games. Even if it sucks, at least I can take tomorrow off. I need to be around the house so I can welcome our tenant. You don't really have to, but sure. The new girl. What was her name again? I don't think Clover mentioned it. I bet Clover doesn't even know. That'd be so like her. If nothing else, tomorrow should be interesting at least. Whoops. Hey, Nico Hime! Get up, sleepyhead. You don't call yourself Nico Hime for nothing. I moan, nuzzling my head into my pillow. I can feel the sunlight dancing across my skin. It runs through my hair. Nice, soft, warm. Why should I wake up when I feel so cozy? I hardly ever get to sleep in thanks to my job. My schedule's all messed up. I get it. You don't like your job. None of us do, dude. It comes with the territory of being alive. I snatch quick cat naps whenever I can fit them in between my stints at, that place or the other place to help yet another useless businessman using a CD drive as a drinks holder. But that's all I get. Sadly, Clover isn't having any of it. She can be pretty assertive when she wants. Wake up, Nico Hime! I hiss, shying away from her fingers, and close my eyelids more tightly than before. I know I was complaining about the music before, but I think it's even weirder when it's silent. She isn't to be deterred. Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Her fingers fly over my body. They poke and prod the hollows of my armpits and the soles of my feet until... all right, fine, I'm up. I push back the blankets and pull myself into a sitting position. Our eyes! This is what we slept in. This is what we slept in. We have weird art on the walls. This is fine. This is whatever. Woke up like this. No filter. I blink blearily, rubbing at my eyes with one hand and... Did I fall asleep wearing my glasses and hoodie and bikini? You should be more careful, You could scratch your lenses. Oh, please. You're the last person who should lecture me about being careful. Boo. Clover pouts. I do work at an elementary school, I'm surprisingly reliable. All my students call me Big Sis, and they always tell me how much they love me. Yeah, right. Don't you yeah right me, it's true. Whatever. I yawn again, pressing a hand against my mouth. My hair is all disheveled. Okay. My hair is always disheveled, is it? Sure. Sleepy princess, let me fix that for you. Clover sits on the edge of my bed and brushes a few stray hands of hair out of my mouth. Sure. My hair is damp with my own drool, but Clover doesn't wince. Instead, she smiles indulgently and pats me on the head. Is this what you do with your students? Sometimes if they fall over and hurt themselves. I'm not a kid. I know you're not. Not with those boobs, Clover. But girls are developing quicker and quicker all the time. I saw a TV show about it. Something about processed meat. That's just what they call them these days. It's what we call a euphemism. I, super don't care. Amen, sister. You don't care about much. You're so grumpy. Clover runs her fingers through my hair. She's smiling. Just like a kitty cat. There. If you keep that up, I'll fucking bite you. Now, I know you won't do that, my good little kitty. Don't call me that. I'll kill you. But how can I resist when your name is Nico Hime? No, it is not. Let us be clear. My name is whatever I said before. I don't remember it because nobody's used it since. It was a bad decision. I think it suits you perfectly. Get it? Because you're like a cat. She continues to pat my head, running her fingers through my white curls. Sure, curls. It's annoying. Fuck off. I wish you wouldn't. It's pretty irritating. I might be small for my age, but I am an adult woman, damn it, and I appreciate being treated like a child or a cat, or a hybrid between the two. Alright, that's enough of that. I bat Clover's hand away and slide out of bed. With a yawn, I stretch my arms into the air and my joints click. And then we're over here. And still we have not put on clothes. Doing great. Why are you up so early, Clover? Isn't it obvious? Clover claps her hands together. She's so excited she's practically bouncing up and down on the spot. Her boobs bounce with her. I mean, what, are they gonna bounce out of sync with her? I'm not entirely sure if she's wearing a bra. If she is, I can't see it peeking out beneath the bottom of the shirt. Can't confirm. No. Where would it even be? What a ridiculous shirt it is. Clover is a ridiculous person. Full stop. I'm excited! Did Snow Squall Entertainment push out a new patch for Underclock? No, or I don't think they did. Even if they did, wouldn't matter. Clover is super stubborn. She only ever plays with one character out of the whole roster. And she wonders why people on the internet forums poke fun at her and call her an Anzo main. Wow. I don't know how old this is. I don't know if that's a Hanzo main joke or what. I'm excited about our new guest, of course. Oh yeah, of course. The serial killer. I don't think she's a serial killer, Nico Hime. You can never be too careful. Once a guy asked me to repair his computer. When I was poking around his hard drive trying to fix some malignant errors, as opposed to those nice errors, I happened to come across some rather interesting files. Hundreds and hundreds, no, not even that, thousands of images of the cute cartoon characters from that children's TV anime, Pretty Honey, being savaged by tentacles. I don't know what you expect when you poke around on people's computers. Everybody has that drive, right? It was an enlightening experience. Not one I really want to relive. And yet you still work for computers. Do you know what time our esteemed guest is moving in?
I'm not sure. She said around midday?
And we should have plenty of time to clean this place up. Yeah, look, it's a fucking mess. Look, there's nothing. There's not even sheets on the goddamn bed.
You want to clean up our house for a serial killer?
I thought you said she wasn't a serial killer.
I mean, I don't think she is. But like you said, you can never be too careful.
Don't use my words against me. I prod the tip of Clover's nose. She goes cross-eyed momentarily. Let's get something to eat first. It was your idea! And then they went to get food, I guess. Here we are in Scenic Kitchen. We've got oranges. Surprisingly enough, Clover's a pretty decent chef. I mean, she has to have some redeeming quality, right? Maybe it's because she likes creating things. She makes music in her spare time, and has a pretty sizable following on Miku Miku Dogo. Sure, yeah, those mean something to me. I think that's why she became an elementary school teacher. Because she likes cooking. She's no artist, but she likes making animals out of used toilet roll tubes and playing with finger paints even more than the kids do. Sometimes when she comes from work, there's splashes of acrylic paint on her fingers and cheeks. Yeah, she's an elementary school teacher, it happens. It even gets in her hair. Elementary school teacher. They probably get it on their hands and fucking grab her goddamn hair like Neanderthals. When I point it out, she just laughs. She's also the nurturing type, I guess. She likes taking care of people. Oh, thank you, I didn't know what nurturing meant. I wonder if that's why our friendship has survived for so long. Before I got this job, I was too lazy to even comb my hair or brush my teeth in the mornings. I was lucky I had Clover around, because she took care of all that boring stuff for me. She always brushed my hair and brushed my teeth. Sometimes she even helped stress me. That's weird. I think she enjoys it. Makes her feel wanted. Yep, we just said that. And when it comes to mealtime, I really do want Clover around. The food she prepares is always delicious. Today's breakfast is no exception. Rice porridge, cinnamon toast with apricot jam, and a side of sliced bananas. It's super good. Like, insanely good.
Do you like it?
I do.
Is it sweet enough for your discerning tongue?
I like sweet food a lot. Some people can't get up in the mornings without a cup of coffee, but I'm the opposite. I can't get into bed without a cup of coffee. My tongue's pretty delicate, and I can't stand bitter flavors. If I could, I'd live on a diet of cake, ice cream, and cinnamon toast. I mean, you can. You'd just be fat.
It's just sweet enough, I think. Great! Then eat it all up like a good girl. I need you to grow up big and strong, okay?
Clover's pretty nice, but I don't like it when she coddles me like this. I know that sounds hypocritical, since she does most of the cooking and housework, but I don't appreciate being spoken down to.
I'm not one of your students. You're even naughtier than some of my students. You're wearing the same clothes you were yesterday.
Aren't you? Yes, exactly. You are too, bitch. Get out of here.
Yes, but I didn't have a shower in them last night, unlike you. What will you do if our new tenant arrives while you're dressed like that? Your hair's all messy too, and you haven't brushed your teeth. You said she was gonna come at midday. Plans can change.
They shouldn't.
If people say they're gonna do something at a certain time, they should do it at that time or don't do it at all. Wow, you sound unusually heated.
It's not unusual, I'm always heated.
People never think about how much they might inconvenience others. Well, maybe they should. It would make my life a lot easier.
I've always been a stickler for keeping things to schedules, but it got even worse after I got this job. I can't count the number of times clients have flaked out on me, but Clover just smiles.
You're so prickly, Nikohime. You'd be prickly too if you had to work my job. Is that why you're always frowning? No, my face just does this on its own. It's called resting bitch face, thank you. Oh dear, and after I made you your favorite rice porridge too.
It'll take more than that to right the wrongs in this world. Wow, so poetic.
Don't expect miracles. I'm a good cook, but I ain't that good.
Huh. I pout, shoveling a spoonful of rice porridge into my mouth. It's warm. Everybody's filled with love and affection. It really is sweet. I empty the bowl in seconds. My spoon rests at the bottom, flecked here and there by bits of sticky rice porridge.
Yeah.
I yawn, pressing a hand against my mouth. Tears bead in my eyes. Now I feel sleepy. Clover watches me, propping her head up with a hand. Her eyes are so soft and gentle. They all are, baby.
You really are like a cat, Nikohime. What do you mean? Now you've had something to eat, you want to go back to sleep.
That's how creatures are. That's how we all are.
I can't help it. I have a busy life.
Clover giggles.
That's not all. You always doze around in the sunshine. Your tongue's super sensitive. You get distracted by stray dust particles. And you love drinking milk.
You've been observing me that much? Creepy.
And you even say "nya" when your sides get tickled. No, I don't. Yes, you do. I do not. Oh, what's this, Nikohime? Are you trying to deny the truth? It's not the truth. You're mistaken. That's what corrupt politicians say. I am not a politician.
Really, I'm not. I'm just a struggling computer repair woman who hates her job. Amen, sister. Clover's face darkens. I don't trust that expression. Is she concocting some kind of evil plan?
Do you persist in your wild claims that you do not, in fact, say "nya" when you get tickled? I persist. I persist because it is the truth, and I will stand up for all that is good and pure in this world.
That is not how you tickle people. That's not. Your form is way off.
Yeah.
I squeal. Clover is standing by my side. I don't know how she got here. She really is fast. Her hand cups my breasts. Her fingers rub against them through the thin fabric of my shirt. It's the strangest, most intimate massage I've ever received.
Ha! I knew it.
Clover grins wickedly. She continues her ministrations, pinching my nipple until I can feel them hardening beneath her wandering fingertips.
You do say "nya" when you get tickled.
This is not being tickled. This is just being groped. I will call the authorities, ma'am.
But it is making you purr, my cute little kitty.
Yeah. Clover massages my breasts a little harder. I feel my face getting redder and redder.
So, how does it feel?
Clover leans in a little closer, exhaling against the inside of my ear.
Should I keep going?
Well, I mean, we're already here, right? Like, it'd be rude to tell her to stop. It's pretty embarrassing to admit, but, for some reason, it feels kinda good. I'm not used to being touched like this.
I guess it's not too bad. Oh, Nikohime, I love it when you're honest.
And scene. Great, we did it. What the fuck? What the fuck? Does anyone dress in this world?
Excuse me, is this a bad time?
Yeah! My eyes snap open wide. So do Clover's. Standing in the entrance of the kitchen with a coy little smirk on her face is our new tenant. I guess we did not lock the door. I guess we didn't lock the door. That's fine. Why would you lock it, I guess? The mysterious third girl. Oh, look, achievement unlocked. We met her. But she isn't that mysterious. I know her. We've met before. That's what knowing someone means, actually. Great. And scene. Why did we fade to black? This is the same. This is the same thing. Okay, she has a name now. This is nothing.
That was quite the greeting.
The new girl sits at the kitchen table with Clover and I, a coy smile on her face. You didn't want to put pants on before you got here? We've already done the introductions. Her name is Sukiko, but she prefers to go by her online handle, Seductress Suki. Nope. Just no, why? Why not have like a normal one? Or Suki for short. Suki coils a strand of dark hair around her finger. Why does she look so smug?
Oh, don't get the wrong idea. I'm not in a relationship with Nikohime. I was just teasing her a little. Don't worry your pretty little head about it. I wouldn't mind if you two were in a relationship. I have no problems with that. I understand exactly what you mean.
Suki licks her lips slowly. She reminds me of a mischievous fox. I frown. What about that explanation do you understand exactly?
Well, if I had a cute housemate like you, I'd want to run my hands all over your body too.
Don't even think about it. Clover is one thing, but you're a complete stranger who I've met before. If you try anything funny, I'll call the police.
Aw, playing favorites is so not fair.
You literally just got here.
Sorry, but I'm the only one who gets to play with Nikohime.
And you shouldn't push your luck either.
Wow, I got scolded.
Speaking of which, you were supposed to arrive at midday. What the fuck are you doing here so early?
I don't have much stuff to bring with me, that's all.
So then why did you agree to come at midday and why didn't you say you'd come sooner?
Is that why there isn't a moving truck? What, you wanted some guys in a truck to see you engaged in a tender embrace with your friend? No, I do not want a group of strangers to see me in such a compromising position. One is more than enough, actually. I do think it's suspicious you don't have more belongings, though. You only brought one bag with you. That's because I'm a woman of mystery. Ooh. I wonder, is she trying to run away from something? The law, perhaps? No. My serial killer theory is beginning to sound less and less crazy with each passing second, but Suki seems a little too bubbly for a murderer. That's how they get you, actually. She was like this last time we met, too, because we know her already. Come on, Hime. Suki pouts. She reached across the table, taking hold of my hands. Her fingernails are tipped with pink nail polish. The hands of a self-proclaimed seductress. You're acting so cold, but I'm not a real stranger. We met only a few weeks ago, you remember? How could I not? You know each other? Yeah, it's like destiny. They met in Destiny, the game, I get it. If you're destined to be a thorn in my side, then yeah, you could say it was destiny in a sense. Boo, you're so mean, Nico Hime. You don't have a right to talk to me like that. Not after you fed that skein of lies? To your grandmother made my life so difficult. What the fuck is a skein of lies? But I couldn't help it. It was funny. It wasn't very funny for me. Oh, come on. Don't be so huffy. I'm sure it at least gave you an interesting story to tell. I grit my teeth together, as opposed to the other way you grit your teeth. Why you? Excuse me, you guys. You might have some shared history, but I'm totally lost here. What exactly are you talking about? Just thinking about it is making my blood boil, but I should try to calm down. And then we did the end. Oh, hey, you remember this scene from, like, earlier. You remember. Is anything gonna happen here? Oh, I see. Imagine sitting in the shower stall. Okay, got it, I'm there. Picture a slow, steady stream of water enveloping my body. Does this have anything to do with the story, or the water washes over my head, cling to my hair, and sticks to my shirt on my chest? I inhale, exhale. Great. Slowly. Alright. I'm calm. That was nothing. That was useless garbage. You just wanted to cut to her in the shower. Like, I get it. But please don't waste my time. Do you remember when I went to that shrine in Asakusa a while ago? You don't mean that shrine, do you? The very one. There's an interesting story behind this. Well, it's interesting when I look back on it in retrospect. It wasn't that interesting at the time, though. It was a huge pain in the butt. That's good. We don't want to swear. We can't do a big cuss. Here's what happened. Why? Oh my god, please stop. Just tell me the story. I don't even care. A couple of weeks ago at the start of July, I got a call by an elderly woman who lived in Asakusa. The shrine itself was located in a heavily forested area. I had to walk about 1,000,001 stairs to get to it, which was a chore in and of itself, especially when it was so hot. I can remember how disgustingly muggy it was even now. There were so many bugs. I must have gotten stung at least a dozen times. There's something about my white skin that attracts insects. Anyway, I made it to the shrine and met the old woman who had a complaint with her computer. She seemed like a sweet old dear. Gray hair tied in a bun and glasses on a string around her neck. She offered me a cup of green tea for going out of my way to see her, and some handmade strawberry daifuku, whatever, it sounds delicious. They're pretty nice daifuku. The old woman told me her computer wasn't working. It didn't make any noise when she tried to turn it on. Thought some wire had gotten loose or something and maybe the machine wasn't getting any power. But it wasn't that simple. I knew it wasn't that simple in a matter of seconds. That's because of the smell. Someone farted on it. A horrible, ungodly smell. Funny, for a shrine? Oh, ungodly, hysterical. Was emitting from the PC. Curious and a little afraid, I opened up the device and found a mess of thick, sticky, gray mush stuck to the fine inner workings of the computer. Some of the circuits were burnt out. Weird. Almost nothing was untouched by this foul-smelling, syrupy mess. We're really not gonna have any visuals? You guys didn't even want to put a placeholder here? Like just a smiley face? Okay. It was like the inside of a burst fruit. What kind of fruit would have such a thick, pulpy innard? I asked her if she had any idea what this mess inside her computer was, and apparently, being a devout Shinto practitioner, God, I can speak, and an ex-shrine maiden herself, she believes her computer had a living soul that needed to be respected. That's retarded. The old woman had asked her granddaughter, who was a shrine maiden in training, how she could best honor her computer's soul whenever she used it, and her granddaughter told her to put a grain of rice in the CD drive every time she turned it on. The old woman followed her granddaughter's advice diligently, never failing to give her computer a grain of rice whenever she woke it from its slumber. Until the pressure of all the compacted sticky rice inside the system broke it. Fucking great. This story is even more bizarre than I remember. Anyways,
So you're suggesting computers don't like rice. Interesting. As I left the shrine, I happened to meet the devilish shrine maid who tricked her dear old grandmother. You don't look like a shrine maid. That shrine maid was none other than the girl currently sitting in my kitchen. Tsukiko. Or she prefers to be known, Seductress Suki. I know, yes, I remember. You said it like a second ago. I can think of a better name for this piece of work. Fucking bullshit garbage woman. Selfish Suki. Okay. My name was better. She made my job so much more difficult than it ever needed to be. And she didn't even apologize. Instead, she laughed and asked me how I was getting on. Like she didn't already know. She laughed right in my stupid fucking face. I'd never, in my whole life, felt more inclined to punch someone before. Now I've met Suki in person, the feeling still hasn't changed. And so we punched her. And so we punched her. A few days passed, the new girl seems to be fitting in well. Never mind, I'll go fuck myself, we ain't gonna punch her today. At least I think she is. I've been so busy with work I haven't been able to check, but she hasn't tried to crave uncooked rice in any of our electrical appliances, so I think we're good. I'm keeping my eyes open just to be sure. Last thing I want for my laptop is to give up the ghost like her grandma's PC. I need that for work. As for Clover, she doesn't need to work right now. School's out for summer. It doesn't start again until September, so she has an ample amount of time to lounge around the house playing video games. And in regards to Suki, well, I'm still not sure about her. She doesn't seem to have a job. She doesn't seem to have much stuff either. She hasn't gone back to her previous place of residence, that small shrine at Asakusa, I guess, to pick up any of her possessions. I wonder, if she's a shrine maiden in training, shouldn't she be at her grandmother's shrine, doing some training? I don't know how exactly shrine maidens train, by trining, but I've never seen any prospective shrine maiden. God, shrine maiden is such a hard word to say. Training by lounging on my couch at all hours of the day, painting her fingernails and listening to pop music. There's a lot about shrine maidens I don't know, though, so who the fuck knows? Maybe they're not as traditional as they used to be. Suki certainly isn't. If she was, there's no way she'd make this sudden announcement one evening. Oh boy, here it comes. Give me that big news.
So I was thinking, we should all make a video game.
I beg your pardon? Another achievement, doing so good.
Wow! That's like a great idea, Suki.
Isn't it just?
But I have some doubts. I always have doubts. And my doubts have doubled after coming home from work, tired and exhausted, to find Clover and Suki getting all excited in the living room.
What do you mean, let's make a game? Where did this even come from?
It's quite simple, really.
Is it now?
I was talking to Clover, and she said it was her childhood dream to work on a game together.
Well, I mean, I guess, but like...
I shoot Clover a nasty glare. Bitch. She takes a few steps back, smiling awkwardly. Well, she's been telling this girl while I've been gone. Why stop my childhood dreams? It's a free-for-all. What about the time my pet rabbit Mochi died? Or the time I wet myself in elementary school? Or my 3 sizes? Who cares about privacy anyway? We're living in the digital era now. Everything gets posted on the internet, and surveillance cameras keep track of our movements at all times. This game has taken a weird turn. It's just like 1984. But without the rats, hopefully. I mean, fingers fucking crossed. I don't think either of us have the skills required to make a video game.
Really? Clover said you know all sorts of complicated coding stuff.
It's not that complicated, really. I haven't been keeping up to date with the basics anyways. It must be outdated knowledge by now.
Yeah, but you seem like a smart girl. I'm sure you can catch up.
I don't have the time to catch up. Unlike you, I have a full-time job.
Then quit.
Great. I mean, who needs to pay rent anyways?
What?
I stare at her.
I can't just quit my job. How am I gonna pay for the house?
It'll be fine. You're a freelancer. You make your own hours.
I'm fully booked for a week.
Cancel your appointments.
For how long? Indefinitely?
Nah, we'll make a super quick game. It'll only take a couple of weeks, 3 at the most.
I can't think of any video game that would take such a meager amount of time to make. Brushing up my coding syntax alone would take... You realize they do game jams where it takes, like, an evening, right?
You're being too serious about this, Nikohime.
Am I?
I don't like being told I'm too serious by a girl wearing a stupid pair of cat ear headphones. And I wear a cat ear jacket.
We don't need to make anything complex. It'll be fine if we make a short, sweet, simple, narrative-focused game.
Oh, you mean like a visual novel?
Wow, that sounds pretty trashy. I wouldn't do it.
Exactly. Those are super quick to churn out. They're popular, too.
We'll be rolling in money.
Yeah, if everything goes according to plan, we'll be an unstoppable team.
Like the wind.
What?
A tornado.
A tsunami.
Definitely.
Suki jumps off the couch. Her pigtails bounce. I didn't even know she had pigtails.
I'm so excited.
Yep, you totally lost the voice there. It's fine.
I want to start sketching out character designs right now.
Hold it! I grab hold of Suki's shoulder. I think I'm starting to get a headache. Do visual novels even count as games? Not really.
Do you really want to go into this?
Why do you ask?
That's a dangerous can of worms to open.
It's a controversial topic. People like to argue about it a lot online. People like to argue about everything online. People always argue online. See, me and Nico Hime, we on the same page.
But they argue about this like a lot. In my opinion, visual novels are games of a sort. You can make choices.
Not all the time.
If you can't make choices in a visual novel, it's typically referred to as a kinetic novel. That doesn't change the basic fact the user has to interact with an electronic medium to get the full experience, though.
I didn't realize you were so passionate about visual novels, Clover.
Well, you know, I can never refuse a cute face.
So, you're just in it for the adorable girls, are you?
That's right, and,
Clover's face flushes indecently.
all the lewd scenes, of course.
Okay. No comment. At least she's honest about it, but I don't know if that makes it any better. It does not. You better be careful, or I might have to do a hard reset on your laptop. You shouldn't download too many illegal torrents from unsafe websites.
I don't torrent any games, Nico Hime. In fact, I'm hurt. At the suggestion, only vile, evil people do that. You have wounded my pride as a gamer.
Gamer pride, what up? Visual novels still aren't games.
They are a subset of games.
Which means they're games.
If point-and-click adventure stories couldn't count as games, so should visual novels.
I just realized I slipped into the wrong voice. Not gonna fix it though. We're all just gonna have to live with her having a weird voice for that scene. It's fine though. Yeah, but in visual novels you only click to advance the text. That's still interaction. Turning the pages of a book is technically interaction, but nobody would call that exciting or challenging gameplay. Maybe if a visual novel had gameplay segments, it could be considered a game, but the keyword here is gameplay. Choices don't count. Especially not meaningless choices that only alter a few sentences of text at most. Just how lazy can you be? And since when were you the arbiter of what counts as a game, Nico Hime? Since I decided to learn C++ and Java to code actual video games, involving things like character stats and maps and inventories. That's an outdated way of thinking! There's nothing wrong with cute character designs and branching narratives. But there's no flavor. Flavor? It's not interesting. Like making porridge and forgetting to add the sugar. Not everybody likes sugar as much as you do, Nico Hime. They just don't know what they're missing out on.
Anyway,
Suki claps her hands together, signaling order.
it doesn't matter whether visual novels are games or not. They're quick and relatively cheap to produce, if you keep the scale small enough.
Because they're unambitious and derivative.
Because the focus is on the story, not extraneous details that get in the way. Besides, visual novels are very popular at the moment. And you can sell them at Manga Market.
Manga Market? You really want to go there?
Why wouldn't we? It's a mecca for indie developers who want to sell their music.
Suki's eyes sparkle.
Or video games.
Visual novels aren't...
Visual novels are included.
I bite my lower lip. I feel like I'm flogging a dead horse here. I guess nobody cares about my opinion. Clover and Suki have already signed their plan of action long before I got here. You'd always try to argue, but... Wow, this is a lot of fucking options. Oh. I see. They are the same option, though. It's not like I have a choice. Oh well. I sigh deeply. I guess times are changing. Since they even let these so-called visual novels on the biggest online game distribution website there is, smoke. Really? That's... okay, great. Maybe my opinion doesn't matter all that much. Nobody ever thinks my opinion matters. Man, we're being really sad now. People are the worst. Okay, fine. If you two really want to make a game... sorry. Visual novel... I make quotation marks with my fingers and also my voice. Then you can. Just leave me out of it.
Oh, but it won't be fun without you, Nico Hime.
It sounds like a pain, and I still have my job to worry about.
But you don't like your job. Can't you afford to take a break? Just for a few weeks?
Well...
come on, Nico Hime. Please, please, please.
Clover stares at me with her big round eyes, her hands clasped around the front of her in prayer. It's hard to stay aloof when she's looking at me like that. My resolves, crumble slowly, piece by piece. Like an old fruit flan left in the back of a cupboard. That's a weird thing to say.
The
This was our dream, wasn't it? It's been our dream ever since we were little. Now we can finally make it happen. You can do the coding and the writing, I can do the music, and Suki here can do the art. You can draw?
A little. I posted a ton of images on my on my MySpace account. They seem to get a pretty positive reception.
I thought you were supposed to be a shrine maiden.
I was, but living in a shrine is so boring. There's not much to do other than sweep leaves, so I started drawing digital art to keep me busy. Like you two, it's always been my dream to work on a project with other people. I like uploading my art online. I always get nice comments, but it'd feel different, I think, if I could use my art to make something really special. If we could all work together, wouldn't that just be wonderful? Don't you think so, Nikohime? Don't you think it would be wonderful?
But a visual novel? I know it's not what you're into, but you like writing stories, don't you? You always sent me those poems back when you were in middle school. Don't remind me.
When I was younger, I used to think I had talent as a writer. When I was younger, I was delusional. I can't believe I ever sent those ridiculous over-the-top poems to Clover, of all people. Once you tell Clover something, she does not forget it. Not ever.
You might cringe now, Nikohime, but you have some serious talent as a writer. We might be able to do it if we're together.
That's right. We're gonna aim for a release in time for the summer manga market.
Isn't that in the beginning of August?
Yes, and?
It's the 18th of July now!
Then we'll need to get cracking. 2 weeks or under, that's the deadline.
And what are you planning to do with this game when you finish it? Sell it at the manga market. Pay attention, please. I'm not just saying these lines out loud for my own amusement.
Ugh. Game. Can't believe I've already started calling this visual novel a game. What happened to my moral code, my ethics, my credos?
We're gonna sell it, of course. I already booked a table at Manga Market in advance. Now I just need a product to sell.
My, aren't we prepared?
I was supposed to be working on a calendar with the Dojin Circle, but there was some drama and they disbanded. Even though I booked the table with my own money and did a bunch of art already. I guess it won't get used now. I was pretty upset about it, but I'm with you guys now. Seems like a shame to let your talents and that table go to waste. Don't you think?
Well, I like between Suki and Clover. Suki smiling, bouncing back and forth on the balls of her feet. Clover stares at me, her pursed lips forming the words, please. Which is just one word, actually. When I see them like this, I know. Oh, we can't let Clover down. Clover's my best friend. Not just that, she's my only friend. I've known Clover for 10 years, and all this time, she's never let me down. When my pet rabbit, Mochi, died when I was in middle school, Clover was the only one who comforted me. She was always there whenever I needed someone to vent to, or a shoulder to cry on. And she is right. Making a game together always was our dream. Though our dream's been downgraded somewhat from a game to a visual novel, I don't want to split hairs. Not now. How would she look so excited? Working on a small project might be fun, even if we have such a tight deadline. It's a lot of work, but
Alright, fine, I'll do it.
I knew you'd come to the right decision.
Yay! Nikohime, I love you!
So saying, the two girls embraced in a warm, tight hug.
What?
Oh, you meow like a cat too? How cute!
I don't meow.
She meows even more if you rub her under the chin or pat her head.
Wrong voice again. I'm good at this.
Oh, really? How interesting.
Clover, no! Don't give her any more
The embrace is much too warm for my liking. There are way too many elbows jabbing me in the sides, but I don't pull away. Not now. How could I when for the first time in forever? Really feels my dull, boring life might be going somewhere. Whew. Well, now that we have a heading, I'm actually going to draw this episode to a close. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments if you think I should do more of, Sakura Gamer. That's what this is, because we're gamers and we game. You know what I mean? Anyways, I'll see you guys next time.